Imagine waking up one day and realizing you've lost something you can never get back. Not money, not possessions, but time. This is the story of Ethan, a young boy who thought time was endless, until one lesson from his wise grandfather changed his life forever. Ethan was like most teenagers. He spent his days scrolling on his phone, chatting with friends, and putting off anything that felt like hard work. "I'll do it tomorrow," he'd always say. "There's plenty of time." His grandfather, a quiet but thoughtful man, often watched Ethan with a knowing smile. One day, he called Ethan over and handed him an old, dusty pocket watch. "This watch has been in our family for generations," he said. "Take it to the market and see how much it's worth." Curious but not overly excited, Ethan went to the local market. He showed the watch to a vendor, who barely glanced at it. "This old thing? It's worth $10, at most," the vendor said. Ethan shrugged and went home to tell his grandfather. His grandfather chuckled and said, "Now, take it to a pawn shop and see what they'll offer." At the pawn shop, the broker inspected the watch carefully and said, "It's a decent piece. I'll give you $100 for it." Ethan was surprised. Why was it worth more here than at the market? Before he could ask, his grandfather gave him one last task. "Take the watch to the museum," he said, "and ask the curator about its value." Ethan didn't understand why, but he went. When he showed the watch to the curator, something incredible happened. The curator's eyes widened. "Where did you get this?" he asked, his voice filled with excitement. Ethan explained it had been in his family for years. "This is no ordinary watch," the curator said. "It's a rare antique, worth at least $100,000. It's priceless and belongs in a museum like ours." Ethan couldn't believe it. He rushed home to tell his grandfather everything. His grandfather smiled and said, "You see, Ethan, the value of the watch never changed. What changed was where you took it. The market didn't understand its worth. The pawn shop saw a little value. But the museum, a place that truly understood its importance, appreciated it for what it really was." Then, with a gentle voice, he added, "Time is like this watch. If you spend it on meaningless things, like scrolling on your phone or putting things off, it'll seem cheap and worthless. But if you invest it wisely, in learning, working toward your dreams, and spending it with people who matter, it becomes priceless." That day, Ethan's perspective on time shifted forever. He started waking up earlier, making plans, and focusing on things that truly mattered. He didn't stop spending time with friends, but he chose to spend it wisely. Every second became a step toward a brighter future. Time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again, but once time is gone, it's gone forever. So, how will you use your time today? Will you let it slip away, or will you turn it into something meaningful? The choice is yours. Thank you for watching Echoes of Hope. If this story inspired you, like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories. See you in the next video.